Okay, Bogey golfers, welcome down to Kilton Forest. It's a lovely, lovely weekday evening. So we've jumped on the course to try and make some videos. We're just going to play 4-hole match play. It's me versus Scott. It's a par 5 to start, followed by a par 4, par 3, and then a par 4 to finish. Range of difficulty of the holes. The next hole of the second hole of the challenge is actually stroke index 1 here at Kilton. We're going to start on this par 5. It's the only hole that Scott's going to get a shot on me from, and we're going to just play Stableford points scoring challenge to see who wins over the 4 holes.
And Martin on the tee.
Par 5 from the yellow tees, playing bang on 500 yards.
Driver?
Driver, yeah.
Obviously.
No swing of it yet, so we'll see how it goes off at first tee. A little bit breezy, just picking up, but I think it's left to right. Not the
Straight
cleanest
down the
stride,
middle.
but it's down the middle. Just bruised the turf before I hit it. Has he just picked my ball up, by the way, down there? There's a golfer on another hole who just walked towards where my ball's gone and he's picked the ball up.
I hope not.
You better fucking not have.
Okay, whoa.
Right, me and the driver don't have the best of relationships, but hopefully I'm working on a few things to keep this in play.
Hit the ground first, gone a little bit right, should just stop short of the
Should
trees.
stay in.
Though.
Yeah, it's took a nice bounce.
I'm just going to take a provisional because he was very close to where my ball landed. And I don't want to get down there and have to chuck a ball down, so although I won't take a penalty for this if somebody's picked my ball up,
If he seriously has just walked across and picked your ball up,
I am just going to make sure I've got a ball to play with. So my first ball was a Callaway when we get down there, this one's a Wilson Staff, so there is 2 different balls down there, so that's pulled into the trees. Bounced down,
just before them trees, should be all right.
Just pulled it slightly.
Like I say, hopefully.
Hopefully I'll find my first one, yeah, because that was down the middle.
Yeah.
Did you see where yours is?
Yeah, it's just over there, on the right-hand side. So, the other golfer didn't nick his ball. We have found it. Just left-hand side of the fairway.
So quite short, so I think probably looking at 300 yards still left. Yeah, 308, so I've just gone less than 200 yards with my slightly duffed drive. I'm just going to take a 5-iron and just try and put it up the hill a little bit. Put myself in a position to try and play from there. Oh, I've topped it. I'm having a mare.
Oh, damn it, you topped it.
Ran on, but
Not the best start.
no. We've gone a little bit right. Scott got a nice kick on, and he's got about 275 to the centre of the green from where he's landed, just in this first cut of rough. It's all uphill, flags right at the top. I don't know if you can quite make it out. Looking for a clean strike really, just put it up the middle of the fairway and give himself a wedge of some sort into the green. He struck it reasonably well, but it's drifting back right.
It's come all right. It's come around right a little bit, but it's up there.
Up at the
I think
top of the
I might have to go over that bunker though.
Having topped my last shot, I'm still just under 240 away, so I only went about 60-70 yards along the floor last time, so I just need a nice clean strike just to kind of try and put me back in the hole, try and get myself in a position where I can still score points on it.
What, you taking 5-iron again?
No, I've dropped to a 7-iron just because it's sat down behind this little bit of a tuft of rough, so I just try and give myself a little bit more loft, get a slightly cleaner strike hopefully. I duffed it, I scuffed behind it.
I've done it again.
It's just gone over, just kick left. Hopefully it stops just before the rough.
140-ish left still. Just not hitting it well.
Just needs to loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, big time.
Right, so Martin's 4th.
Still a mile back, 140 yardish from left hand side. Just try and help it up there.
That's a better strike.
Depending on where that flag is, it's still left at flagged, it's just whether it's either a little bit short, but it's definitely to the left hand side, so it's whether it's stayed on the bottom of the green or whether it'll rolled off. Scott's third from about 65 yards. He hasn't got to go over the bunker, straight line into the flag. Wedging has been one of his
Nice little pitching wedge, try and run it on a little bit.
one of the things he's struggled a little bit with. Interesting to see if he dials it in. My 4th did finish just on the side of the green there.
Oh, and I've topped it. Get out, get over.
Managed to get over the man, that's going
to turn out all right.
You got lucky.
A bit of a downhill putt though from there, but
That was a lucky escape.
he's there for 3, he gets a shot of me, so he's effectively there for 2. So let's just getting ready for this downhill putt. He's got, I don't know, 20 feet maybe downhill. Looks closer from the angle where I stood out with the camera. I've probably got about the same up the hill for my 5, so this is for Scott's 4. And he gets a shot of me for this, so this is for 4 points. But no, I said that wrong.
No,
4
that's
for
right.
5.
Is it 4 for 5?
7 for 2, 6 for 3, 5 for 4. Let's give it a nice roll.
Oh,
Just missed the edge there.
trickled on a little bit there, went it?
See if he knocks that in for a 5 for 4. Still got 2.5, 3 feet maybe just to tap in. For his par. And he does that, so that's par, so that's Scott in for 5.
Nice little par to
4
start.
points. I need this for 5 for 3. And I haven't played the hole well, so I barely deserve it. In the interest of points, I need a decent return out of this.
Oh, he's flown it past.
I just hit it too hard. Gave it too much respect for the slope coming up the hill and hit the back of the cup. Still a bit of work to do on that now. Don't leave it short.
Putted.
6 for 2.
Scores on the doors.
So Scott's on 4 points after a hole and I'm on 2, so Scott's a bandit.
Okay, so hole number 3 at Kilton, stroke the next one. Par 4, 435 yards, me to go first.
Dog legs off to the right as well, so the trees just on the right hand side that stick out, it dog legs around them. And if you get to the edge of the trees, probably still got about 200 yards to green from there, just to give you an idea of how long the hole plays. Absolutely beautiful. Now there's a little bit of wind off the left, but shouldn't make massive effects to the ball.
I'll risk it for a chocolate biscuit again with the driver.
Driver out again. Actually suits the shape of what he does when he drives it normally, because he normally drifts it right. So as long as he aims out to the left, power fade stroke slice comes into it. And that's exactly what he's done, but he's bending right back towards the trees, but it should just be inside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
in.
inside the trees, so should have a clear run to the flag from there.
Martin stepping up to the tee.
A real Jekyll and Hyde kind of relationship with my driver. I can be nice and steady and straight one day, and then the next day can barely strike through the middle of the ball and end up drifting right, duffing behind the ball, going 20 yards and all sorts. First one wasn't horrific, but it wasn't a clean strike, so see if we can make a nicer strike this time. Nope, hit the floor again first, then I pulled it left.
Needs to stay out the bunker.
It
Not
stays
gonna reach
out the
that, is
bunker,
it?
that, yeah, it's well short. Hitting behind the ball.
It's not looking like Martin's day. So found Martin's ball just the left-hand side, just come out onto the little bit of the rough, dug in a little bit.
Got a 7-iron just to try and get it moving down the fairway a bit, because up until that last strike on that second hole, not really hit anything massively clean. But I have now.
Straight as an arrow.
Straight as an arrow down the middle.
Good shot,
Puts me
mate.
back in the hole. So
200 yards.
Scott just came around the edge of the trees. As you can see, that's the last tree that's just to the right of the camera shot at the minute. And as we said, it is about a 200-yard shot from here to the middle of the green. So he's got 200 yards, slightly downhill. And he's got 4-iron in his hand. He struck it okay again. Can't see the flight of the ball myself.
It's
It
just
come round nicely, that
bounced.
just to the right, bouncing towards the right of the green on the front.
It could have even gone off.
So 120. Just got a pitching wedge. Nah, I bladed that. It's thinned.
Hopefully it holds on.
Thinned it.
So Martin's third's just gone to back left, just over the green.
It's got
And a thicker
second,
fringe.
hung right onto the edge. I'm just going to do a little 8-iron bump and run. It's back up the hill, try and leave it close. Try and give myself 5. We get 2 shots on the hole here because we're both high handicappers. So there's no shots between us. So Scott had 2 on the first hole to my 1, and he's got 2 on this like I have as well. Both just receive a shot on the next 2 holes. So anywhere close is good points, hopefully.
Get up. Keep going.
Just
Unlucky,
died a
mate.
little bit. Just clung onto the edge of the green, yeah.
Still
So-
going to put it.
Scott's it's a long old put back up the green, to be fair, uphill. Again, he's got this for birdie though, like he had on the last, which is what, for 5 points again. So he's got another putt for 5. He got 4 points off the last for a par. Now he nestles this tight, he'll get another 4 points for another par, yeah. That's not going to reach. That's short.
Not hit it.
fairway.
It's all still me, I think.
Up the green, so you can just see a little bit more how far it goes away. He's probably got a similar distance to me, to be fair, but I'm coming from the other side.
That was a shocking put.
Still, what, must have 15 to 18 feet left up the hill for his par now. It's going to be short as well. So a couple of feet to tidy up for a 5, but it's still 5 for 3. I'll put him on 7 points. Which he does. So
Take a
5
bogey.
for 3. Bogey golf. I've got mine for a bogey. But from a fair distance more away.
I think it's safe to say I need to work on my putting.
No shit, Sherlock!
Oh, that took a nasty bobble.
Bobbled away, yeah.
Finished off, mate.
So 6 for 2 for me again. So I'm on 4 points. Scott's now on 7, so I'm 3 behind with 2 to play. Oh, you need a blob from him really somewhere. Saying 145 to the middle from the tee. But it's
145.
right at the back of the green as well.
Middle of green.
The flags looks like it's at the back, so probably chuck another 10 on that. So you might be 155 to hold the flag.
I don't mind if I'm a little bit short, so I'm still going to take a 9 iron, I think.
I'm going 8, but I think an 8 for me is somewhere front middle of the green if I strike it nice.
There's not much wind or anything, is there? So?
No, it's pretty much what breeze there was seems to have dropped quite a bit.
Try and get
So
somewhere on that
at it.
left-hand side of the green, hopefully.
A little bit of duff that felt like.
Might be bunker. Yep.
That's straight in the bunker.
Straight into the bunker. I've gone to the beach.
Just the first time I've seen you hit one where I saw a bit of a puff come up with your club as you hit it, so looked like it weren't quite a cleaner strike as you've been hitting the last few holes.
It was too good to be true.
So
I've opened the door for you.
if I can hit a decent shot, it gives me a chance to win a few points back and at least make the last hole interesting. Good shot required.
Oh, he might be in the other bunker.
No, I'm not. I'm inside it. Just about on the edge of the green on the left.
Yeah, just on the edge of the green. Right, well.
It wasn't the cleanest though. It was a bit more drilled than I meant to rather than flighted, but it's done the job. And there's no pictures on a scorecard. So we're just walking over to this bunker. It's not actually caught a bad lie. Back on the flat of the sand. It's got to go with that little bit of a lip. With it being at the back of towards the back of the green, you can flick this out fairway. My ball is just over there, right on the edge of the green, just off, even just maybe on the fringe of the green slightly. So Scotty out of the bunker with his second.
60 degree.
Right club choice.
Oh, topped it.
Caught it a bit thin and he's cleared the green and over the back of the green.
That sucked.
So,
Get a rake.
just filming from the bottom edge of the green here at the minute. As you can see, Scott's walking around to his ball after that bunker shot. He's gone right over the top of that mound. Pretty much thinned or topped it out the bunker. He sat on the upslope, so he should be able to just loft this up and land it reasonably soft.
Oh, topped it. All the way back down towards the tee.
Way back down there.
The f are you doing?
He's actually got about a 40-yard shot now.
And that's where the score goes.
So I think I could be getting back into this, because as I said, I landed there. So I've got every chance of scoring some points back here. Sit down, you can see Scott's disappeared right off his distance for a little wedge back up the hill now. And this is him playing 4 on this par 3. He's played that better, but it's going to come up a
Right,
short. He's gonna
finally on the green.
There to make 5 still. But he's still in the hole for some points. 5 will get him a point. So I've got this from just off the fringe for birdie. Really need to nestle it close enough to get a par, to be honest, because then I get 3 for 3. And with Scott looking like he's not going to make a point here, I'll put it down the last hole, tied on 7 points each. A little bit of swing on this, not too much there, but it is mildly up the hill still. Go! Ooh, there's a little bit of legs left on there.
This for a point, do I?
Yeah, 5 for 1 this.
Just a...
I've got mine for 3 for 3, so if you miss it and I can knock mine in with level going down the last.
Let's try and keep a little pressure. I have to go for it, I think.
Oh yeah, you've got to get it there. You might as well miss it 6 foot long as to not reach. on its way.
Son of a bitch, Paul, why didn't you just go home?
Has stopped and rolled just back off the edge. It's a good half a ball width away, but it's looked good all the way there, that did. So that's a 6 for none for Scott. So me for 3 for 3. If I can knock this in. Which I haven't.
Ooh.
Just rolled it low. So it's another 2 for me, 4 for 2, a bogey.
So that
So
puts
it's
us at
7 for Scott, 6 for me, going down the last, same amount of shots on the last, we both get a shot on the hole.
all to play for. 4. What's your yardage mark, do you think?
Just have a look, it's about 250ish, it's quite a drivable one generally, on net for me. No, 280. So there's a wind turbine just over the top of that bunker, that's the line of the green, but it does dip away over the top of that bunker, so you've just got to get a clean strike over the bunker really, and let the ball feed down. I haven't struck one well with my driver yet. I still haven't, but it's safe.
Get down there, come behind you, mate.
Terrible with my driver tonight.
I'm going to risk it again.
All I can say about that is it's safe. I mean, wherever that's landed in, it's got a short iron or a pitching wedge, maybe even into the green because it's downhill. The danger on this hole is if you do drift it off right towards the 2 trees that's on the right hand side of the shot, that's thick rough when you get over the hill, and the boundary fence comes in around near the edge of that. And Scott's come out of the heel there, gone very left. I don't know if that's turning or not.
It's turned into the middle of the fairway, hopefully.
Bounce back over the hill down the middle of the fairway.
Game on. So we're just approaching Mark's ball just on the left hand side of the fairway.
So having not hit mine very well at all, I've got about 100 yards left, but that's the middle of the green and that flag is quite close to the front. It is getting a bit colder now as well, and the sun's gone in, but it is quite firm underneath, so if this can land anywhere just short, that'll be probably perfect. So I've got a sand wedge just to try and help it down there somewhere. Might be just too short, that.
Nice bounce, keep going.
Big bounce, yeah, that's all right.
Good shot, mate.
That's ran on a long way.
Yeah, good shot.
So, Scott, we thought it'd come out of its heel a bit at this club, has come right down, not far from the green side to be fair, back where the winter green was a few months ago. About 260ish maybe, it's gone.
Ish.
And have a little probably pitch and run or something into this green, which should give himself another really good birdie chance. I've just gone about 10 to 12 feet past the flag for a birdie as well. But I need to make a shot on Scott, so I probably need to hold mine and hope that Scott doesn't.
Bump and run 8 iron. Nice and
Shorts
safe.
is quite tight as well. The ground at the minute, not much giving it. Just about in a creep on. He's going to have a shorter putt than me for his birdie, but probably about 8 feet. Not a bad shot.
Definitely the safe option.
No.
Right, so Mark needs to go first.
I need to hold this just to put the pressure on, because if I hold this, that'll be a 3 for 4, which will put me on to 10 points. And Scott will have to 2-putt to tie me. But Scott has got a shorter putt than I have. So if I 2-putt it, in reality Scott should 2-putt it and win the match. Relatively straight, it's just if it holds line with a few little bobbly patches in between. Noticed it, I pulled it. Oh, it's turning. Oh!
Unlucky.
I thought I just tugged it as I hit it. So it's 4 for 3. So I finished on 9 points. Scott, if he holds this, he's a birdie. He'll be on 11. 2 putts, he'll be on 10. I need him to have a disaster with his putter from about 8.5 feet.
Take me time. It's nice and straight, quite level.
I thought mine was, but I tugged mine, like I said, and that's why. And I think the bounce, the little bobble just before it took it back closer to the hole than it was. So. Good putt, bobbling around. It's enough for the win. Tap that in for a par. Scott ends up getting a 4 for 3 on the last as well.
Good game, mate.
Put him on 11 points.
Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll continue making the videos. Thanks again, guys.